Hello and good evening, guys. It's obviously evening here in Kenya. So today I'll be teaching you a simple app and just show you as the stuff you have to do today. So today we'll be doing a simple app to receive push notifications. So we will lastly do this through creating an Android Studio project, and we'll be doing this using Kotlin. And then number two, what we'll be doing is to interact with Firebase Cloud Messaging that is on Firebase console, and then we'll test the sample notification from the console. And then lastly, what we'll be doing now, which is more interesting, is to automate the push notifications using PHP. For those who haven't interacted with PHP yet, you don't have to worry, since I'll really make this into one script that you'll feel very much comfortable to use. And then yeah, we'll learn some sort of things to do with tokens, subscription topics, and much more. Then you get done, and you should be able to run your push notifications on your app. Okay, fine. So very first, you will head into your Android Studio project and then create a new empty project. I've already done that. So you could just go open your Android Studio, create a new project, and then select an empty activity, and then you end up over here. So we start off our project by adding Firebase Cloud Messaging. I have already done that. So we go to Tools, and then Firebase. I did this because I really wanted you guys to have a small time going through the video, given that my PC really hangs a lot. So you go to Firebase, and then you go Cloud Messaging. Just go down there, down. So we have Cloud Messaging, and then you can set up, and then you connect your app to Firebase. Please make sure to sign in with the email that you intend, and then create a new project if you do not have one, and then make sure it's connected as shown there, and then add FCM to your app as shown. Yeah, up to there, that's what we need. So another thing that we'll need is to go into our Java folder. Currently we just have the main activity, so we'll create in a new package. Let's call it my notifications. So that's it. So inside the my notifications, we're going to create a new Kotlin class. This class will extend the Firebase cloud messaging service. So let's call it my push notification that way. So sorry, I need to put this as a class. Sorry, I really don't want to hard code things over there. So Kotlin class, then say my push notifications. Let's call it that way. So class that. So we'll extend that class by Firebase cloud messaging service. Firebase messaging service that way. Then we put it into a constructed invocation, so it will complain that it's missing some few methods or functions, so we will override them over here. So one of them is on receive message received, sorry, and then one is on token changed, on new token or new token. So this happens when a new token is received, so we don't need that super for now. So this class will help us to receive the Firebase push notification services from the Firebase console. So up to here things are okay, you can close that. So we'll head into our assistant there. So when you go down there, you'll see that you'll need to add the service to your manifest. So you copy that and then come to your manifest and paste it over there inside your application file. So it will complain a bit, but just replace this with a new class that you formed, which is called my push notifications. So dot that way. So make sure you don't have any error pending over there. So once we're done, for us to get working and ensure that we receive the push notification, we'll need a token. An access token is a unique key which will enable us to uniquely identify a specific device. So every specific device will come with its own access token. So what we will do over here is to create a new function into our main activity on create. So we say get access token. So create that function. So we say Firebase instance ID dot get instance dot instance ID. So this will enable us to get the access token, which is associated with the device uniquely. So we could also check when it's correctly initiated and we have it. So we put in an on success listener to know if we have our access token correctly. So we can log our access token. We can log it. So just say token, and then inside this we pass in the token. So we say each dot token. We could also append to this some texts just to ensure that we have a descriptive name for it. That way. Let me say my token that. So when we go to our logcat, after you run your application, because obviously I've already run mine, you will be able to see the access token, which we will use to test in our app. So let me just run my app, see the logcat, to ensure that it just gives me the access token as required. So I've pressed run on my app there. So we say token. Let me run it. So we have my token there. This is the correct one. Let's see. It's that one. Token. Let me restart it. Token. Yeah, I have my token there. So my token starts from here and it goes way up to there. So this is a unique identifier for your app. So we'll be using this into our Firebase console to test and send a notification to our app. So to test and ensure that our app receives a push notification, we'll need to create a channel ID, an app channel, and for that we go into how do you call it? You go into the Google documentation on notification. So this will give you a better way in which you can further research and know more about notifications and how you can create your own custom notifications. But the first thing that you need to do is to create the notification channel. And so we say create notification channel. So this channel will help us to really show notification into our application. So we have a notification, we need that supported library, we already have that by default. And then I'm looking for this method, this create notification channel. So just copy a whole entire of it, because I really not want to strain you guys into this video. So paste that, so it will be a little easier way to just import. So since Android 8 we needed to after Android 8 they restructured the way in which people show notifications on the mobile app, where we had auto reply, auto suggestions, we had full screen notifications, we had on-screen lock. So with all those changes, there was a need for 108 different changes, so we needed to create a notification channel, unlike previously where you just call in your notification and you will see it pop up. So let's try to import this. So this is just a check to ensure that it's above Oreo. So the channel name, you can call it anything, so let's call it create that value. So let's call notif channel. Make sure they are aligned correctly, not having any spaces. So notif channel. And then for the description, give it any description. So my notif description. So let's put that. And then notification channel, import that. So for the channel ID, we'll create a new variable over here. So let's say so let's call it a private one, private val. So channel ID equals to, let's call it 101, and then context as that. So once we have that, we are able to receive our notifications now. So we just run our app, and then in the meantime we need to go to the Firebase console. So over here you'll be able to test your app, so don't worry about this. So I've just gone to my apps, then selected my 2021 apps. For this case, you just select one that you did import into your project, and then from the side menu I went to cloud messaging, so which is this. So you just go to cloud messaging, let's give it some time. But what I could tell you guys is that push notifications are really a great way to engage your users using your app. You could generate lots and lots of engagement from user side. This will just ensure that users do not install your app and then stay there for 1 week and then they are uninstalling it. It's not a good practice. So we go ahead and ensure that we're able to get the users correctly into your app. So I'll pause the video for now.